Tatzava, Daf Peidal Mudalon, Zochor Salcha. But how would a person come to that level? Have a place that a person have a complete pleasure in Hashem? Because in the beginning a person is in Golus Mitzrayim. He has only the level of belief. In other words, he has no real excitement and real pleasure in godliness. How from that level is going to come to the other side to have the love of Hashem completely set in his heart? A person is completely different. His excitement is in physical world. And that's what it says, that Eibusha took them through the desert. The concept is, desert is a concept achrei Havaya, after Hashem. In other words, from the external side. What does that mean? There's a face and then there's a back. The concept of the face is the person has enjoyment, and this is what his inside is. He wants to be connected to Hashem. But then there can be Chas v'Shalom situation that a person is not that way, does not have excitement and godliness. He has only in the way of Acher. But the beginning is Achei Havai Lekechem Telechu. You go after the Eibishter, now that it's following the back, which is the concept a person is forcing himself to do and to understand what the Eibishter wants. In other words, because he doesn't have the understanding, great love to the Eibishter, nevertheless he makes this love by contemplating, understanding. And the more he's contemplating, so since the Me'ach Shalta love, slowly it forces the heart, till it will come in a complete way that the heart will be completely taken and he will be internally want as well. So in other words, the three steps are, first of all, the person understands it, but that doesn't affect his feeling. And then slowly, the heart is being pushed by the brains to want it, and slowly he wants it, but he still wants the physical desires. He's not being pushed, the physical desire is not being pushed, and he goes more and more till his heart is complete from it, until he has a burning desire in his heart, and that fire destroys and burns all the desire of the Nefesh Ba'amis. And this is what Chazal says, the Shvatim told Yaakov, Keshem she'ein belibcha lechad, ken ein belbeinu lechad. The same thing is in your heart. You have only one. In other words, you have no other desires about the Eibishter. The same thing in our heart, even though it's not in the way of Pnimius, the same way as you, complete pleasure and godliness, but we have similar to that we have only God in our heart, in the way of pushing ourselves by understanding and therefore pushing it and forcing it. So it's similar, but obviously not in the same level. And this is called Eil Malchus Shamayim. It's a yoke, in the way of Iskafia, in the way of Achei Havayelechu Kari Yishog, going after Hashem. And through all of this becomes Hashem Shalom v'Akisa Shalom. What is the concept of Hashem Shalom? There's a level of Yud K which symbolizes the mind, and there's Vav K which symbolizes the characteristic of a person. So this is in the characteristic of a person, and similar to that is also in godliness. So the level of Yud K is a concept of understanding, and we need that the understanding should go all the way to the heart and connect to the heart and be one thing. Not that he's just forcing it, but that the heart should be full of it. And the way it works is Achei Havai Lekechem. You first of all do it through the concept of forcing, not through the concept of real desire internally. And then slowly till he completely goes through, and he pushes through until the heart becomes completely burning desire to Hashem. And then after the concept of a throne of Hashem is complete, the throne is a concept of sitting down, in other words, bringing down something. In other words, bringing down godliness, and it should come down, and should nimshach down as well. And opposite of that, everything in godliness is also an opposite. So Amalek comes and trying to go from the word molak, to cut off the head through the back. In other words, he's trying to go for the same concept but chutzpah. The Yidden are considered greatness because kiam ksheyorufu. They have rough necks. The neck, which is the concept of a charaim, they do even though they don't understand, and even though they don't have a strong feeling, burning desire. And Molech comes and is trying to destroy it, and not to let that understanding come through the heart and disconnect the mind from the body, disconnect the head from the shoulders, not allowing from the Yud K, the understanding, come all the way through. And this is something that he actually planted and he seeded inside the Yidden. Therefore it says, Mocher Tzimcha Zecher at Reishis Goyim Amalek V'Zosh. The concept of Zera Amalek is because they are sort of planted into Yidden, and you have to go and you completely take it off, and by that, first of all, there's two steps. One step is the Eibishter is doing it, because right now a person does not have the complete ability to get rid of it, but a person has to do the best as he can, and then down to the Eibishter, that the Eibishter should help him to bring the godliness. After a person does the Giyas and Nefesh in contemplation as much as he can, he will ask the Eibishter, he should help him. But when he comes to Eretz Yisrael, which is the Tainuk, then over there automatically Amalek is being destroyed. We should be Zochor to see it, Meir V'Yameinu Mamash.